Hello and a very warm welcome as always as we come to you from Dublin for the German national team's last group game in the qualifying stages for the 2022 European Championships to be held in England. And well, it's all done and dusted pretty much. Well, not pretty much, definitely. For Tecklenburg and company, the German side with a perfect record so far in the group. 7 games played, 7 wins. And what's even more impressive is they are yet to concede a single goal throughout the group stage. Absolutely staggering stuff from the German national team, who once again are really, well, leading by example when it comes to the European stage, at least, and they are going to take some beating in England. Yeah, it might be a while away, but they just keep producing such fantastic, talented players. It is an absolute pleasure to watch them do their stuff out on the pitch. It's going to be a tough afternoon, or should I say early evening, here in Central Europe for this Ireland team, who will certainly give it a good go. And if they can get off to a good start and really play at their best, they can certainly test this Germany side. But it's if the other way round, if the German side can, well, perform at their best, then you do fear for Ireland here. But action about to get underway here. Sara Persson, joined by assistant referees Josephine Aronsson and Yilan Taha, making up the Swedish referee team, officiating tonight's game and the last encounter for both sides here in the group stage, here in the Tallaght Stadium in Dublin. Well, it's a decently strong lineup that Tecklenburg has put out there on the bench. However, Freigang, the hat-trick hero in that 6-0 victory over Greece on the 27th, just a few days ago, was a dominant performance from them on the night, and they want to back it up with another here and just really set the tone for the next stage of the competition, as far as they're concerned anyway. Group I is where Germany find themselves in. A decent effort, an early shot there. And Captain Hoots pulling the trigger from just outside the box. Germany do well to win an early corner here. O'Gorman putting the ball out of play with a decent tackle as well. So Germany currently top of that Group I with a total of 21 points going into this final match. They could finish the grand total of 24. Absolutely spectacular stuff. Corner taken short. It's a well-worked corner. The cross then just a little too deep in the end for Hegering. Hegering, the defender, had a fantastic game. Certainly played her part against Greece. Really was giving them all sorts of problems down that right flank. And back in action here again today, and already getting involved. The cross just not quite on the mark there. A little too deep in the end. So goal kick to Ireland here. But it's a good start and a promising opening 2 minutes from Team Germany. Just getting away from the German side. Little too much mustard on that one. So, Maloney takes her time here. Looks like she's going to send it upfield. Ireland do have the wind on their side here. It's blowing from left to right, which is the direction Ireland are playing, and that was a vital header or interception, if you want to call it that, by Hegering. And here they are on the counter straight away. Here's Hoot, the captain, Trying to create some space for the cross. Leaves it to Bull, and she will win her side another corner. There's Gorman positioning herself well. She's been kept busy already here on this left side. Looks like it's going to be another corner from the training pitch. It's a much better delivery that time in towards the near posts. Plenty of pace on it as well. Headed out of play. Germany with the throw, but they're still deep in Ireland's half and able to keep the pressure on. That'll help take some of it off though. As Hoots with a heavy first touch there, unable to keep the ball in play. There's Vera Pauw, Ireland head coach. Well aware of the task at hand here this evening up against the world's #2 team at the moment, that is Germany. The way they've been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they snatch back that #1 spot. Higgering. Get the ball back here. There's Lohmann. Good little run there by Margot. Real intention there, just didn't quite get the shot off. Slicing across it slightly, so it was always drifting away from goal, but the initial idea was a very good one. He was allowed to run towards goal there, and Faye taking a little too long to close her down there. Margot does like to run with the ball and certainly has the ability to slot the ball home from that sort of distance. We've seen her do it time and time again. Didn't quite work out for her that time. Well, Germany have settled in very early here. Looking very comfortable on the ball, knocking the ball around very confidently as well. And having to do a lot of ball watching already. That will be a Germany throw. Norman with the throw in towards Margot. First time a layoff out wide to Bull. Lovely cut back inside, lays it up right on the, well, just across the face of goal. 2 meters out, was begging for a tap in. But Ireland doing just enough to crowd that area well. Lovely layoff from Margot. And then a lovely little nutmeg there as well from Bull. Definitely played it into the right area, but no one there to latch on to the end of it. Early chance already here for Germany. Aerial challenge there from Margot. The clearance just about finds Gorman, who has to toe poke it away. And closed down very quickly there. Ireland, it's important just to stay nice and tight, nice and compact here. Try not to concede too early. Give themselves a chance to try and build a bit of momentum of their own. Might have to be patient in doing so. Back well by Higgering there. There's Oberdorf. There's the 1-2 with Leupold's. A bit of a hopeful ball down the line there. Margot does well to put the pressure on straight away. Free kick will be given to Ireland here. Republic of Ireland currently second in the group, just behind Germany. 4 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses to their name so far. It's been a decent performance from them in the group stage, especially with the likes of Ukraine, Greece and Montenegro all in there as well. Really have given a good picture of themselves. It's now perhaps, oh, shame really. Denise O'Sullivan there, very nearly just nicking the ball away in what would have been a really promising position. Another ball over the top by Caldwell. Every time Germany do get on the ball, they're just really looking to get the ball forward as quickly as possible. Spread of play out wide here. Quinn doing well, winning the aerial challenge. It's a good first touch there by Jarrett. McCabe tries to ship one down the line there. Again, just a little too much on that. Here's another look at that. Nice little bit of play from Jarrett, lovely touch. No Jennifer Marochan in the starting lineup either today. She is on the bench though and could very well make an appearance. Speaking of Marochan, those of you who are fans of the women's Germany national team, you can of course head on over to the DFB website and check out some fantastic little articles. One especially a brilliant interview with Jennifer Marochan, talking about how she got into football and what exactly football means to her. Early days in the sport and what it was that got her into the game in the first place. It's definitely a fantastic read, something I thoroughly suggest any fans out there go and check out. Easy to find on the DFB website. And it really is a fantastic little interview. Margot. They get in. Hendrich plays the ball inside. Chance now, decent run again through the middle. And that time Dahlmann just cutting through the defence there. Final ball was just lacking slightly. You do feel Germany are just on the verge of creating something special here every time they come forward. Just lacking a little bit in that final third, but the build-up play has been fantastic so far. Sullivan does well to win the foul there with a back to goal. Put under pressure straight away by Leupold. Doesn't mind putting in a challenge. Take nothing away from it. Technically, one of the more gifted players out on the pitch here this evening. Something I'm sure we'll see plenty of as this game unfolds. But still 0-0 here as we head towards the quarter of an hour mark. Ireland doing well. First encounter between these two ended 3-0 in favour of Germany. Ireland will be hoping that they can perhaps improve on that performance, especially here on home soil. Full house here would have certainly helped their cause. Would have been absolutely jumping the Tallaght Stadium here in Dublin. But sadly, as we're all well, almost very used to now at this point, fans unable to play their part. Hopefully not for too much longer, but as is the case with everyone and everywhere, health and safety have to come first. And at least we still get to enjoy the football. To give it to the Republic of Ireland here. They're doing a really good job of trying to close down as quickly as possible. They've put a lot of energy into their play off the ball. Good positioning, everyone pulling in the same direction so far, and it's forcing Germany to play those long balls over the top, which is not exactly the way they like to conduct their business. More often than not, like to keep it on the ground, try and carve a way through a defence with their close passing and movement on and off the ball. But Ireland doing a really good job of sticking with them so far. Be an Ireland throw. Caldwell doing well. The eagerness to get the ball rolling again there just sums up how ruthless Germany have been throughout this group stage. Over 40 goals scored, not a single conceded. Convincing for each and every minute of every game they've played so far. I mean, against Greece, although they were 6-0 winners in the end, they could have easily gone into double digits with the amounts of chances they were able to create. It's a fantastic take there from Maloney. One that she had to make. Couldn't afford any slip-ups there, because the number 8 Lohmann was lurking just in behind at that far post. Maloney sends it upfield. Oh, lovely stuff from Hegering there. Close control off the chest, brings it down beautifully, and then tries to float it out wide. Thumbs up from the teammate there, Vasmut. Oh, quite clearly a shove in the back of McCabe. Had no choice but to go to ground there. Vasmut in just her second international game for the German women's team. The TSG Hoffenheim player looking to really take full advantage of the opportunity. Try and get her name in the hat for those Euros in 2022 in England. Good upper body strength there from Bull, but just asking a little too much from her in the end, as Ireland are able to get the ball clear. Only as far as Lohmann, but she can't control it. It's good hold-up play. O'Sullivan. I think Verapao and the Republic of Ireland are going to be pretty happy with these opening 20 minutes so far. Yes, Germany have enjoyed the majority of the possession. Probably, well, definitely created more chances. I don't think the Republic of Ireland have created any so far. No clear-cut ones anyway. But they haven't been dominated in any way. Certainly well and truly in this game and starting to enjoy a little bit of possession now themselves, knocking the ball around nicely. Important they don't show Germany too much respect. That was the problem with Greece. As soon as that first goal went in, you could just see the heads and shoulders drop. Well, there was only ever going to be one outcome in the end, and Germany, as ruthless as they are, probably could have put far more than just 6 past them on the end of play. Oh, that could be a penalty, and it is. Well, McCabe is not happy about the decision. The Ireland captain absolutely furious, but it did look like there was plenty of contact straight away. She's claiming it was a dive. Let's have another look here. Well, I'll tell you what, she might have a point as well. It's clever play from Hoot. There's certainly contact there. I think Hoot knew exactly how to make sure that contact was made. You do feel for McCabe there, but it's just smart attacking play from Hoot. And now a chance for Germany to take the lead. Magel. Lena Magel, the Bayern Munich front player, who has 13 goals already in 45 appearances for the German national side, has a chance to take her tally to 14 now and keep Germany's fantastic goal-scoring run going here in the group stage. And that's a fantastic take as well. A confident, calm and composed finish, slots it into the bottom right corner. Not a lot Maloney could do about that one. And after just over 20 minutes, Tecklenburg and company have the lead they deserve. Their play has deserved. Well, the experience of Boo just shining through there, catching out McCabe. And once she put that right leg in, made the challenge, well, Boo was always going to make the most of it. She's well within her rights to do so as well. Ireland will feel a little hard done by because they've started the game relatively well. This is where the real test begins, going one down against a side like Germany. And really gonna see what they're made of. Spreading of the play out wide there. Magel just about keeps it in play, or does she? No, whistle goes for a throw. There's Quinn. There's Lohmann again. Seen a lot of the ball already. Germany really taking advantage of this left flank so far, although the foul for the penalty came from play coming from the wide right. That one's a little off the money. Lohmann with just her 5th appearance for the national team. Does have 1 goal to her name already. Just a little too wide by Gorman, unable to keep it in play. Oberdorf. Hegering to Magu. Lohmann back to Hegering again. This is what Germany are ever so good at. Just drain any hope you have out of you by playing keep ball and making it ever so difficult to win the ball back. That'll certainly help when they give it away cheaply. One back ever so convincingly there by Oberdorf. Decent ball as well. Oh, Maloney coming off her line. The tackle, nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. Certainly played the ball. They follow through, just caught Wasmuth there, who is back on her feet, which is good to see. Brilliant goalkeeping, though. Courageous goalkeeping from Maloney. Just crashing into the left shin there of Wasmuth, who rides the challenge well, and good to see her back on her feet that quickly. Republic of Ireland now slipping down into 3rd in the group as a result of conceding that goal. Ukraine up into 2nd on goal difference. As already mentioned, Germany well and truly qualified already, but they really want to lay down a marker. Having gotten to this final game without conceding a goal and winning every single match, I'm sure they'll want to finish on a high. And make sure none of that changes. Denise O'Sullivan brought down just inside her own half by Leupold's. She has looked good on the ball, O'Sullivan. I do feel Ireland need to try and get the ball to her a little more. She carries it extremely well. She's always quick on the spin, and that can then just open things up for Ireland, especially on the counter-attack. But they've struggled to find her from time to time. Margot has space and time to run with the ball. Don't have to tell her twice. Down the line, here's Wasmuth, and that's smart defending there from Caldwell. Just using that upper body strength to shield the ball away from her opponents. Well, player down here at the moment. Looks like it is the captain, McCabe. Was caught late by Hendrich there. Didn't necessarily put the challenge in, but was a little too close for comfort. It's been a good encounter so far, especially considering Germany technically don't have much to play for anymore, with everything pretty much secured and in the bag. That will be a Germany throw. Oberdorf out wide to Hendrich. There's Wasmuth with the layoff. He's taken out there after passing the ball back to Hendrich, but advantage has been played here. Now Dahlmann cutting inside. Good little run this from Dahlmann, still going. Up back across, far post. What a save by Maloney. Danger not over yet though. Vasmut puts another one in. Well, second time lucky. Not a lot Maloney could do about that one. And what a finish that is for Vasmut. Absolutely fantastic goal. Hitting it hard and low into that far corner. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Tabea Vasmut with her first goal for the national team in just her second appearance as well. Absolutely fantastic. It was the run down the middle from Dahlmann that really created the goal. Credit to Maloney. Absolutely superb save initially to deny Vasmut, but there was nothing she could do about the second. Hits it as sweet as you like. Always curling away from Maloney as well into the side netting. Germany have their second. Lovely one-touch football here from Germany. They're starting to have fun now. Again, looking for Vasmut with that ball through the middle. Ireland able to get the ball clear. Well, a tough task from the start. Just got a whole lot tougher. The Republic of Ireland here. I do feel it's going to take something special for them to try and turn things around. As for Germany, well, they just continue to dominate the European stage and absolutely dominate Group I here in these qualifiers. Another corner for Germany. Germany equally as dangerous from set pieces as they are from open play. And Margot tries to let that one just run through. Better delivery second time round. Higgering will keep the ball in play. Dahlmann to Hendrich. Lohmann. Chance to take the shots here. Not a bad one either. Maloney positioned well and parries it into an area where there's no danger either. Again, good goalkeeping from her. But Germany continuing to cause Ireland problems with that cut back into the middle. The closing down just not quite happening quick enough, and Germany taking full advantage of it so far. There's Margot. Ireland really struggling to get her under control. She's been the standout player so far, and that's saying something because Germany as a team have been working like a well-oiled machine once again here this evening. Lohmann gets the ball back from Hegering. Not accurate enough for Margot there, but it's kept in play by Buhl. Or Hout, should I say, excuse me. Hout with the number 9, Buhl with the number 19. Germany just not taking their foot off the pedal whatsoever here. And even if this continues in the same manner, it's going to be a fantastic learning experience for some of these Republic of Ireland players. Because not only is this German side right up there, if not at the top in terms of European international football, but on the world stage as well. They are one of the best in the business and showing everyone why here in the Euro qualifying group stages. Here's another look at that Vasmut goal. Just look how sweetly she hits that. just inside the post. Maloney, full stretch, just can't get there. And everyone involved more than happy with that one. That is one of the many dangers with this German side. The goals can come from absolutely anywhere. If you go through each and every player, regardless of position, they've all got goals. Away there by Lohmann. One back straight away though. Here is Dahlmann to Magu. Again cutting inside. Quick ball forward, looking for Payne there. He's had a difficult start to the game. The Ireland number 14 hasn't had a lot to work with. Too heavy that pass, asking a lot of Hoot there. Does applaud her teammate for the efforts. Berger in goal, in between the sticks for Germany, has had very little to do so far. Katrin Berger, the Chelsea keeper, making her debut here. She's been through some difficult times of late, and it's absolutely fantastic to see her out there performing. Magu, Germany winning the ball, back in a promising position here. Osmund with the early cross. Dahlmann does her best to try and keep the move alive. Again, Ireland able to just about clear their lines. Jarrett just can't quite get there. Picked off beautifully there by O'Sullivan, but then again just holding on to it for too long. Ireland getting away with that one. I'm not sure there was enough contact there for a foul. Let's have another look at it here. Looks more like the ball was played there by Leupolz. Unfortunate Germany on that occasion, because they had players forward and could have very easily turned that into a real problem for the Republic of Ireland. Rasmussen keeps Dahlmann's move forward. Going, decent little cross there towards the far post. No one there for the tap-in. He does enough to win the throw. Well, to get the cross in there. Leupolz. Didn't look like she had enough space to do that. Kept in play by Dahlmann. There's Margul dropping a little deeper. Get on the ball. Dahlmann, good first touch. Goes past one, goes past two. And speaking of two, Wasmuth could have had a second. Germany a third. Just losing her balance slightly. Had to take it on a weaker foot as well. Dahlmann doing extremely well. Just mishitting it. Almost looks like the studs of her left boot got slightly caught in the pitch there. Dahlmann showing once again just how good she is with the ball at her feet. So hard to nick it off her. Linda Dahlmann playing her 30th game for Team Germany. 7 goals to her name already as Hendrich collides there with Little John. To the final 5 minutes of this first half. It's been pretty much one-way traffic, if we're completely honest. No surprises with the scoreline either, considering the way this first half has unfolded so far. Germany living up to expectations once again. Ireland starting well. Once that first goal went in, well, Germany's confidence just kept on growing. Leupolz brought down there. Germany trying to take it quickly there, but the ball was in motion. You would see, according to Sara Persson, the referee. Could have really ended up anywhere. Faye does well to get the ball clear. Maloney was a little reckless in the way she came out to try and collect the ball. Margul. She will win a corner. Or will she not? Goal kick is the final decision. Looked like it came off Faye last. With the long throw. Egering will play it back to Berger. There's Oberdorf. Dahlmann keeping the ball close, but Jarrett does well to take it off her in a good position there. Very nearly a good ball through. It is through now. A chance for Ireland. O'Sullivan. And it's a penalty. Ireland have a penalty just before the half. And Hegering, a little surprised by the decision. Looks a little bemused with the fact that Sara Persson has pointed to the spot here. And credit to Jarrett, who won the ball back and then was on the move straight away. Good ball out wide for Payne to latch on to, cuts it back across, looking for O'Sullivan. And Higgery catching the Ireland number 10. So Berger on her debut, called into action for the first time here this evening. It's the captain McCabe who's going to take this. And McCabe slots it into the top shelf convincingly. And Ireland are back in this game now. And the first time Germany have conceded here in the group stage. It's come from the spots. The decision was a questionable one, but that doesn't matter now. Berger going the wrong way. And credit to McCabe, who has given her side a lifeline here. Well, Ireland now have done one thing no one else has done, and that's score against Germany here in the group stages. We feel it's going to take a hell of an effort to still turn this around. Germany are not going to slow down in the second half, that's for sure. At least you wouldn't expect them to. And there is the halftime whistle. So both teams will head down the tunnel. Germany in the lead, 1 goal to the good, leading 2-1 here in Dublin. The second half is just around the corner after an entertaining first. Let's hope for more in the second. Join us for it. So a warm welcome back just in time for the start of the second half here in Dublin. One change for Germany. Jennifer Marajan coming on to replace Dahlmann in that central midfield. So one fantastic player replaces another. Jennifer Marajan, without doubt, one of Germany's best players, if not the best according to some. However, in a star-studded squad, it's a difficult one to pick, really. But she is definitely a threat to this Ireland side now, and perhaps that Ireland goal just before the break helping the decision to bring her on. But take nothing away from Dahlmann, she was absolutely superb in the first 45, especially towards the back end of that first half. Was very influential through the middle, some darting runs, really causing Ireland all sorts of problems, and expect something similar from Jennifer Marajan. McCabe, the first player to score against Germany throughout these group stages, which is almost unthinkable, really. Incredible. And they haven't conceded, but football is a funny old game. And somehow, not a surprise that they then do concede it in their last group game. They take nothing away from Ireland. They've done relatively well here against a very strong Germany team. And although they have pulled one back, it's going to take some doing to turn things around, especially with the likes of Marajan on the pitch. Here she is on the ball now. Jennifer Marajan playing in her 102nd game for Germany, has 33 goals to her name as well. What a player she has been. And once again, to any of you out there who are fans of the women's Germany national team, or especially Jennifer Marajan, do head over to the DFB website and check out that interview. It really is fantastic stuff and a really interesting read. This goes to show how down to earth Jennifer Marajan really is, and just how important football has been in her life. And well, she has taken it to the very top in terms of what you can do as a professional football player. What a career she's had at both club level and international level. One of the best to ever do it. McCabe sends it down the line. Payne will try and get there, but that's a good hold-off play there by Lohmann. Shields the ball out over the line to secure the goal kick. Berger to Oberdorfer. Here's Hendrich. Wonderful ball out wide. There's Buhl. Goes past one. Keeps it alive as well. And then just can't get it back across the face of goal. Tried to cut it back. There were plenty of takers waiting. Did the hard part well. Just couldn't find the final ball in the end. Maloney able to get her hands on it. Oberdorfer just caught by Jarrett. Jarrett will see a yellow card. Let's have a closer look at this here. Or just comes across the front with that leading right arm, and well, you're always asking for trouble when your arms are flailing uncontrolled like that. There's Margot. Germany picking up where they left off, really, with plenty of possession. One thing on their mind, that's getting the ball forward, creating chances. Here is Lohmann. Powers past Denise O'Sullivan. Back over the top. But Hoots was already heading back towards her own goal. It's an easy catch in the end for Maloney. Takes her time as her teammates make up some ground and head upfield. They don't want to venture too far forward. You can tell there's a little bit of caution involved as well, because they know just how quickly Germany can hit you on the counter-attack with the pace and skill their front players do possess. It's Hegering. Margot, early cross in. A little low. Ireland to eventually get the ball clear. Gorman plays the ball off Hoots and out for an Ireland throw. Sullivan thought she was obstructed there, but Sara Persson, the referee, allows play to continue. There's O'Sullivan again, decent idea. Hegering, as always, extremely strong on the ball. It's going to take more than that to knock her off it. Here is Rasmuts, 1 goal to her name already. Could have had 2. Hendrich decides to continue to head out wide. Rasmuts with the cross. Maloney could have done with giving her defender and teammate a shout there. It comes back to Marushan, who snatches at it slightly. He's always on the rise. Marushan out to Oberdorfer. Jenny Finn miscontrolling the ball, which means Germany stay in possession. Have a little flick on there, just couldn't find a way through though. And McCabe does well, carrying the ball forward here. Run back by Marushan straight away though. Hendrich down the line, here's Vasmut. Tried to cut it back. Hoots was there waiting on the edge of the penalty area. But the slight deflection helps it into the hands of Maloney. Ball still in play here. Green will retrieve it. Ireland preparing a change here. It looks like it's Barrett who's getting ready to come on. Marushan to Hendrich, tries to keep the move going out wide. Looking for Vasmuts. McCabe able to get in the middle of it all. Marushan puts the cross in and catches the Ireland player in the face there. I think it was Finn who caught one. Right in the face there. That's a painful one. Hopefully she's all right and able to continue. Marushan was very quick to apologise there. And looks like she's going to be okay, which is always good to see. Now Ireland have a corner to defend here, not for the first time. Marushan with the delivery, sends it deep. Hegering with the header down. Another deflection takes all the pace off that header. And Ireland able to clear the ball. Hendrich will get there first and play it back to Berger. Hoots decides to just hold on to it there. The overlap was available. Oberdorf through the middle. And off by Vasmut. Almost gets it back. Wouldn't have been the easiest of takes. Ball played just slightly behind her. Marajan, who's already seen a lot of the ball, loves to dictate play from the middle of the park. The Germany number 10, which is why she's such a vital piece of the puzzle. Here's Mago, looking for an opening, cuts it back off the crossbar. What a goal that could have been for Vasmut. Absolutely hit the sweet spot. Could have done with just a little bit more dip on it. That looked like it was heading for the top shelf. Well, she could have had a hat-trick already. Mago thought about trying to slip away through. Sees there wasn't much on. Lays it up on a plate for a teammate Vasmut, who absolutely cracks it off the crossbar. Wonderful effort. Jarrett is off, Barrett is on. And a difficult night for Jarrett, hasn't had a lot to work with. Leading the line for Ireland here this evening. I think she was aware it might be one of those evenings anyway. Points out wide to Hegering. A little too aggressive there, Leupold's. Having given the ball away, eager to win it back as quickly as possible. A little too eager on that occasion. Free kick taken quickly over the top. Looking for Barrett. McCabe was there as well to her left. Hendrich with the final touch as Jarrett. Now a watch on from the sidelines. Plays a trade in Germany, Jarrett, so we'll know a few of these players already. Had a pretty decent season as well in Cologne. And a chance now for Ireland to try and find an equaliser from a set piece. Dead ball situations, perhaps their best friend against a team like Germany. Jean will pick up the pieces. Back to Berger. Caldwell needs to make sure she gets back into position here. Leupold's with a little too much on that one. Ireland doing a decent job of trying to make life difficult for Germany here. Still struggle to see Ireland creating too many chances, but all you need is one. However, you do feel almost know that Germany are still going to create a handful at least of their own. At least you'd think so anyway. Barrett, decent hold-up play. Over the top for O'Sullivan. Strength again from Hegering. Leupold's runs into trouble. Oberdorf puts in the challenge. McCabe goes down. Nothing wrong with the challenge though. Definitely played the ball there. Margot. Buhl. Hendrich back to Buhl again. It's going to be a goal kick in the end. Fantastic run by Lohmann. Little dink over the top towards that far post. But just a little too much on it. And then it tries to cut it back and plays it off her own arm and out for an Ireland goal kick. And that arm not gotten in the way. Well, Ireland might have found themselves in a world of trouble there, because there were plenty of players arriving into the box. As McCabe makes it back onto her feet. Sullivan running out of options there on the ball. Really needs to be getting rid of the ball a little quicker. Half an hour still to go here. Marashan. Magul will stay on the ball. A little bit of trickery. O'Gorman does enough to stop her in her tracks. Andrich will be coming off here as Germany make their second change of the game. Pia-Sophie Volta will come on to replace her. These final 29 minutes of play. Lohmann just staying in an offside position there as Ireland just shifted up before the ball was played. Decent offside trap there from the home side. Marashan with a lovely little back heel there. Best of balls from Hegering though. O'Sullivan on the move, still O'Sullivan. Ireland have players forward here. McCabe slices it. Really needs to be cutting that one back across the keeper and into the far corner. Just didn't quite make the contact she was hoping for. And that the first real chance Ireland have had to get themselves back onto level terms here. Littlejohn does well. McCabe won't follow suit though. Vera Pauw happy with what she's seen so far though. Now one back bow by Boot. Hoots trying to find a way through a very crowded penalty area. Ports with the ball forward, and the Chelsea midfielder. And, a decent ball, Clara Bull just unable to pluck it out of the air. Not the easiest of takes. Wouldn't put it past her. Player of her ability. Gorman hops the ball forward. Germany with the throw just inside their own half. Just over 25 minutes still to go. There's Marajan. Boule back to Margot, out wide to Boule again. Just miss hitting the cross. Just couldn't quite wrap that right boot around the ball. Currently 1-1 between Ukraine and Montenegro, which means Ireland do still have a chance of finishing second, currently in third. Level on points with Ukraine, but Ukraine ahead. Goals scored. Marajan into Hoots. Hoots out wide to Lohman. Lohman once again carrying the ball forward every time it comes her way. Maloney with a decent save. Deflection again, taking some of the pace off the shot from Margot. Trying to hit it hard and low, looking for that bottom left corner. And the deflection just really taking all the fizz off it, making life a little easier for Maloney, who does well to get down early and make the stop. Been a busy evening for the Ireland keeper. Free kick here to Ireland. Good hold-up play there from Marajan. Hoots back to Hegering, now Oberdorfer. Oberdorfer out wide to Volta. Volta with the overlap. And Boule is playing it a little too far forward. That could have been a little better. Probably should have, but it looked very lively though. She's seen a lot of the ball on this right flank. Just lacking with the final ball at times. Sophie Volta making her international debut since coming on. replaced Hendry in that right back position. Barretts with the layoff. And then Little John is coming through Magul there to give away the free kick. Here is Magul again. Now Volta, back to Magul. O'Sullivan picks up the free kick. O'Sullivan definitely one of Ireland's more experienced players. They do have a handful of what you would consider world-class players. O'Sullivan enjoying the majority of her career over in the United States of America, in the American top flight of women's football there. 2 MVP seasons in the bag as well, so she's definitely one of the players they'll be looking to try and just take the side into that next level, upper gear if you like, towards the back end of this game. The longer they can keep the difference at just the 1 goal, the more confident they'll feel about perhaps snatching a late equaliser and salvaging something from this game. Of course, the result far more important to the home side than it is to Germany. That doesn't mean Germany don't want to finish with a win and keep that undefeated record going. There's Volta. To Oberdorf and Volta again. Germany remaining patient. No way veering away from the usual game plan, that's for sure. More than confident in their own capabilities. Lovely ball there from Marchand, but offside is the decision. I think Hoots was expecting the whistle to go there. She felt she timed that run well. Let's have another look at it here. She does bend it. I'll tell you what, if anything, just slightly, perhaps a shoulder just offside, but nowadays that's all it takes. So double substitution here for Germany, it would seem. There's Latvine and Schüller both looking to come on. Schüller, the more experienced of the two. Germany tried to find a way through the middle. Schüller will be making this her 23rd cap. It's international cap number 9 for Lena Latvine. They're still waiting to come on though. Be interesting to see who they will replace when they do. Cut inside there from Lohmann. So they do that all night. And yet to really come up with an answer for it. Here's Volta, tries the early cross, an important header away there by McCabe, getting herself in the way. Schüller and Latvian able to come on and get involved now. Arabul, the players coming off. Some fresh legs out on the pitch for these final 15 minutes for Team Germany. Volta sending out wide. Lohmann unable to keep the ball in play and in Germany's possession. Now Margot, the other player, coming off. Decent performance, to say the least, from Margot yet again. Barrett's colliding there with Hagering. No whistle, play continues. Latvian does well. Not once, not twice, draws the foul. That will take off some of the pressure. Smart play from Latvian. Knew exactly that Payne was breathing down her neck there, with O'Sullivan not too far away either. Just waiting for the contact, and then goes down to take away all the pressure. Experience shining through yet again on the German side. There's Walter Ireland pressing really high now with time running out. Looks like they're willing to take a few more risks. Do need to be careful. The more they venture forward, the more they get players forward, the more Germany will be able to pick them off on the counter. Especially with plenty of fresh substitutes out on the pitch now as well, all eager to get in on the goals, I'm sure. McCabe to take the corner. Well, it's going to be another corner for Ireland, but from the far side. Quinn heading the ball off Oberdorf, it would seem. The back of the head of Oberdorf, to be more precise. So Little John will take it from the far side. Payne making herself available for the short one. Little John decides against it. Payne then with the second effort, the second phase of attack there, as Germany failed to get the ball clear. They're just leaning back and cutting underneath it. Sees it go well up and over. The Germany throw, Lohmann looking to take it quickly. Norman again, and again she cuts inside without any real challenge coming her way. To Volta. Maroshan. Some space ahead of her. He's more than happy to head into it. There's Hoots. Bad lift into the danger zone. No one there to meet the ball though. Sullivan runs into trouble. Just catches the referee with the ball. So Ireland will get the free kick. It was actually a handball by Marajan, it would seem. So O'Sullivan coming off. And Molloy. No, O'Sullivan staying on, excuse me. It's Finn who's coming off. Ellen Molloy coming on. Molloy just 16 years old. Young player with a lot of pace, so that is something that Germany need to keep an eye on. She has come on and affected games from the bench, the youngster, in previous qualifying games. So up against slightly tougher opposition here though in the form of Germany. Germany already through to the finals in England in 2022. As for Ireland, they came into this with everything still wide open and to play for. They needed a result though, especially considering that now that Ukraine have gone 2-1 up against Montenegro, so looking less and less likely that Ireland will finish in second place. As for Germany, they put themselves into such a strong position going into this final game. They were already through. And as things stand on the verge of another victory, which will make it a clean sweep and quite an impressive one in Group I, if they can hold on for the win here. Sullivan trying to play the ball into Barrett there. Fantastic interception. Hegering continues to keep the pressure on. Straight on the ball, and that's why he put pressure on the player as quickly as possible. 4 points. A decent ball over the top. Schuller's not going to get there though. She is fresh off the bench, excuse me, but the ball just a little too far ahead of her. That's been the story for Germany. They haven't quite been at their best with the final ball at times, more so in the second half. The dominant display in the first, and the goal conceded, well, it was a penalty and the decision was definitely a questionable one. Hegering, as far as I'm concerned, looked like she'd played the ball and didn't look like there was too much contact on O'Sullivan. Take nothing away from McCabe, whose finish was a very good one. I'm not too sure whether or not a penalty should have really been given. But then you could argue the same for the German penalty, which was awarded to give them that early lead. Defending yet again from Hegering. Hardly put a foot wrong in Germany number 5. Fantastic partnership alongside Oberdorf in that central defence here this evening. There is Hoot on the move. Once she gets going, it's hard to stop her. Schüller. To Wasmut. Wasmut on her left foot, and what a finish that is. Well, she's had chances to bag a second all night long and made absolutely no mistake with that one. Both goals absolutely superb. Just her second appearance. She now has 2 goals to her name as well. Just cuts it back inside onto her left foot and then curls it inside the post. It's the same corner, but it's the opposite foot. And well, that is how you do it. And that should secure all 3 points now, with just over 5 minutes to go. Absolutely wonderful finish from Wasmut. And Germany now lead 3-1 here in Dublin. Tabea Wasmut, the Hoffenheim player, really grasping her opportunity to impress here. Is now on a hat-trick. She still has time to get a third. Could have easily had 3 before scoring her second with some of the chances she's had. O'Sullivan now with a decent effort. Deflection takes it just over the crossbar. Fantastic defending from Latvain. Comes out and makes herself big. Little John with the corner from the far side. Okay, sends the ball back in early. And Malloy tries to keep it in play. Well, that third goal well and truly has put the lid on this game, you feel. A quality finish from Tabea Wasmut, who is turning out to be the difference here this evening. Wonderful performance from her. Will also help her feel a little better as well, I'm sure. It's been a brilliant performance, but she'll have been annoyed with some of the chances she could have put away. Made absolutely no mistake that time, though. Lohmann cuts it back. Schüller nearly getting on the end of it. Marochan will keep it alive. Marochan away to Wasmut. Back in towards Schüller again. It's come to Marochan. And 2 fantastic tackles there, keeping Germany out and keeping them from scoring a 4th before the end of play here. Wasmut finding almost a second wind after she went a little quiet for a good 15-20 minutes here in the second half. And Germany starting to turn the screw yet again here in these closing minutes. Should be an easy collect for Berger. Berger taking a bit of a risk there. Took her time with the pass out wide, but able to get it off in the end. McCabe launches it forward. Calls for a handball there, but I think the advantage was played. Now Germany with a chance to get themselves a 4th. Here's Schüller. Lays it up on the edge of the penalty area for Marochan. Lovely touch to take it past the first player. Felt she was impeded on her way through. No whistle from the referee though. Leiports. The ball out wide to Schüller, who's just drifted offside there. Ireland happy to take their time as they get players forward and into the penalty area. Probably one of their final chances to find the back of the net. Okay, with the delivery. Barrett's unable to find a teammate with the ball back inside after a good header from Quinn. And now Schüller on the counter. Hoot is doing her best to try and offer some support. Schüller holds it up and waits for that support, but it comes from Volta instead. And Volta unable to hold on to the ball. 2 more minutes of stoppage time to be played here in Dublin. And it looks like it will be a spectacular clean sweep for Germany in Group I. 46 goals scored, just 1 conceded. That came here tonight. 8 games played, 8 games won. Picked off easily there by Higgering. Schüller still going. Vasmut is in the middle. Wow, Schüller wasn't too far away from finding the far corner there. I know Maloney left it and looked like it was. She was convinced it was going wide. I tell you what, there wasn't a lot missing. Almost slightly misjudged there by Maloney. He's had a good game. Barrett tries to get the early shot off. Maloney with the follow-up. Latvain eventually does get it clear. And now things really back and forth in these final stages. Ball through to Schüller. Oh, Goran does well to get back in position. And there it is, the final whistle goes. Germany with a 3-1 win here in Dublin sees them finish with 24 points and 8 wins from 8 games at the top of Group I. They were already through, but they certainly have put the cherry on top now as well. Magul scoring in the 21st from the spot. Vasmut with a brace. McCabe with the only goal for Ireland. That's all from us here this evening, and make sure you join us next time. Until then, take care.